Alright, hope everyone's doing wonderful today. Today what I got in store is me opening up another Magic the Gathering product. This one is another older starter set. I love opening up interesting old Magic the Gathering products, especially these old starter sets. I think they're a lot of fun. It's always fun to see the decks that they had back then, and just cool ways that they try to get players into the game. I'm all for it. I love to document this stuff, to share it with the world and with you all, and I hope you enjoy it just as much as I do. Today what I got in store is I got the Magic the Gathering Quick Start Set Rivals. I've known about this one for quite a while, but I finally just got my hands on it. They're not super expensive, and they are quite old as well. So let's just kind of go through it, have some fun, and see what's all inside of it. This one is still sealed, so let's just go ahead and take off the sealing before we go any further. Let's just read some of the information right now. It says, the world's #1 trading card game, Magic the Gathering, trading card game, quick start set rivals with a tiny little TM right there. On the front of it, looks like you got Mesa Pegasus, War Mammoth, Twiddle, Clockwork Beast, you got Detonate on the side right there, Pyrotechnics, Scribe Spread, so just some classic cards, nothing too crazy. You got Strategy, Competition, Quick Play, kind of interesting orange swirl, and yellow background. Kind of reminds me of the encyclopedia I've had for Magic the Gathering. On the side of it right here, Magic the Gathering quick start set for 2 players. 2 players, Wizard of the Coast, the glint right there. That's the same glint that they included in foil cards as well back in the day. Magic the Gathering quick start set. Again, quick start set in all of these sides. There you go. Let's just flip out the back to see what it's about. It says Magic the Gathering quick start set rivals. Are you ready to play? Magic the Gathering, the most popular trading card game, has redefined the concept of card games. Strategy is the key to the fun and excitement in playing Magic. This portable box contains everything 2 players need to learn the game, including 56 pre-constructed decks ready for play, so 2 decks, 2 guides, illustrated step-by-step instructions. So we'll see those guides. I assume they'll be similar to like the 7th edition, all those kind of picture references. Got 2 quick reference cards and 1 official Magic rulebook. Very cool. Kind of shows you what's going on right here. Got Zach's guide and Kaz's guide. We got the 2 decks right there, some rulebook right there, and it's also a little inserts as well. Maybe something with a Duelist. We'll check that out. Magic the Gathering is set in an imagining world of Dominaire, where powerful wizards battle for control over the landscape. The rival twin wizards Kaz and Zach, interesting names. They literally just switched the K's and the Z's around. Will lead you through your first games of Magic. Powerful creatures and spells are at your disposal, which you use to reduce your opponent's 20 life to 0. If you accomplish this first, you've won the game. Very cool. If you like playing with this set, look out for 2 other quick start products coming soon, which offer different play experiences. Decide which of the 3 you like best. The fun in Magic, in playing Magic, is no 2 games are ever alike. Very cool and very true. All Magic games are always a little bit different. The old Deckmaster symbol right there, very cool. Wizard of the Coast. This was $19.95. Actually, that's pretty much what I paid for it now, just plus shipping as well. And this came out in 1996, and I think in here these are all pre-constructed decks. There's no packs or anything like that, so there's no chance for anything crazy. It's just really cool and fun to open up and check out some of this older box sets like that. And let's see, oh yeah, there's 2 other quick starts. I'm not sure what those ones are. It'd be interesting to check those art as well. I'm guessing there's like quick start rivals, quick start something else, and quick start something else. Maybe it'd be cool to check those out as well. And again, this is from 1996. Pretty wild. So let's just go ahead and slide it off. And I do like the construction of this. It comes in a nice little box. It makes me think of like a board game or something like that. Very cool. Just put it on the shelf or something. Really like this one. Right off the bat, it leaves you with a nice little piece of literature right here. Welcome to the world of Magic. A Magic the Gathering t-shirt. Approximate retail value $10. Pocket guide $9. The Duelist $12. Legend membership of the Duelist. Okay. The 12-month calendar approximately $12. Oh, so I guess you like enter in or something like that. And again, these interesting sort of feedback systems right here. Tell us what you think. How would you rate Magic the Gathering product overall? Terrible to excellent. And the playability, ease of learning, fun to play, guides, all this just information. They want you to check it out and mail it to them. And someone back in the day, they probably took tally of all this and I'm sure made changes accordingly. Very cool. So just an old information right here. I wonder if this is still even... If you send this in, I wonder if it would even go anywhere. Very interesting. And then it looks like the player guides as well. Let's just kind of have fun with this. Nice. And Please don't open these cards until Zach's guide tells you to. Very cool. Cool. And I do like how it is the factory form sealed right here. So like the cards just sit nice and snug in there. Very cool. Great for like just starting. Got player B, player A. This guide will instruct you when to open your cards. Got Kaz's guide and Zach's guide. You got a big dude right here and a lightning woman right there. Kaz highly recommends that you read this guide before looking at anything else. In case you're a kid and you want to bust it open, they want you to know to be patient. Nice. So this is a fully colored pamphlet right here with just a whole bunch of information. Do not shuffle the cards, so it's going to probably be pre-ready for what you're going to getting started. Opening your hand, look over your hand. You do not need to understand everything about the cards yet. This guide will explain everything as you go. An island, this is a land, just says beneath the art, use your lands to power your spells. Islands let you cast blue spells. Mountains, 2 swamps, kind of tells you the card in your hand, says Merfolk with the Pearl Trident. This is a spell, but the phrase summon Merfolk under the art, you can see that it's a summon spell. It allows you to summon the Merfolk creature that will stay into play turn after turn and fight for you. So just a little bit of information about the cards in your hand. You also got Ironclad Orcs, Merc Dwellers, all that. Very cool. So just a bunch of information there, and I'm sure it's going to go step by step as well. Wait, hold up. Starting the game. You got turn 1. What is it? Zach takes a forest from her hand and puts it into play. Taps the forest. Scribe sprites. Can't attack you this turn. Zach is done. Then your turn. You draw a card. You take an island from my hand, put it into play. Now tap your island for mana. Then you play your Merfolk with the Pearl Trident. Then it tells you what the field is going to look like after your first turn. So very cool, step by step. And obviously this other guide, the other player's guide, is going to be pretty much the opposite of that one. Kind of explaining the cards in the other hand. So like the other opening hand is going to be the Forest, 2 Plains, a Swamp, Scribe Sprites, Pearled Unicorn, Terror. Starting the game, this player goes first. Obviously, they're going to put down the Forest, put down the Scribe Sprites. Then your turn, you play that, and you play Merfolk with the Pearl Trident. And obviously, the board state is set up opposite to each other. Very cool. So it's just cool. Great information right here. Great for new players. Absolutely love this kind of thing. Really gets young kids or just people who don't know about this game a very easy, simple way to kind of get into the game. It literally tells you what to do step by step, and practice makes... practice helps you learn it. Very cool. And blah blah blah. Life drops to 19. It looks like you were hit with Scribe Sprites. And then they put the Ironclad Orcs down. They got a Terror. They're probably going to terror the Ironclad Orcs. So very cool. Really detailed turn right here. Very detailed turn. So like Zach casts a sorcery spell called Untamed Wilds. Look at the word below the art. It says a sorcery. The spell can only be cast your own turn and not during combat, just like a summon spell. So it tells you when spells and can't be played. Literally everything, all the questions you probably have while playing this sort of demo game, it will answer them right there. Like instant sorceries go to the graveyard when cast. These aren't permanent. Very cool. So it's just a whole bunch of great information here to get you through your first game. Turn 5. Turn 6. Very cool. Your turn 8. At game's end. So who won? So it looks like player A wins. Player A wins. Yeah, okay. And then what happens after that? At game's end. Strange. Oh, there's like, you play 2 decks. Oh, wait a minute, what? Once you play the game... When you played a few games, if you feel comfortable with the rules, turn to page 19 and start the second guided game. There's a second guided game. That doesn't make sense. Is there 2 decks in here? No. The second guided game builds on what you've done the first game. It introduces you new cards and new rules. To begin, take your second set of cards, the ones you put back in the box earlier. Oh, so there's like 2 guided decks in here. Very interesting. Oh, interesting. So you kind of get double your value from it. Very cool. Let's just see what's going on. Oh, wow. And then there's more advanced cards. You got like a Tome, got Clockwork Beast, got Orcish Artillery, got like Power Sink. Very cool. Awesome. And then it walks you through your next turn. Obviously, it looks like a more complex board setup. You got some enchantments on the battlefield. You got creatures with flying. You got creatures with counters. All sorts of things. Very cool. Got a Fireball. Awesome. That's a pretty complicated board setup for starters. So it's very cool that they have kind of two levels in this one set only. They have like a beginner one with much simpler mechanics and not that much enchantments or anything like that. And then the second deck has a lot more kind of going on with interactions and stuff. Very cool. Warp artifact going on right there. Singer bats. Awesome. Battering ram. At game's end, who wins the second game? Again, player A wins the second game as well. Sorry to break it to you, player B, but player 1 still wins. This interesting slice of pizza. Very cool. So let's just kind of go through the cards and have some fun with it. Very cool that it's also like 2 games as well. What is this? Got the quick start rule guide. Let's check this out. Nice rule guide. Everything is like glossy sort of paper. Regeneration, Quentin Hoover. Expanding your knowledge. Great information right here. Paying costs. Tells you about mana cost right here. Specialized and triggered effects. So triggered abilities. And you got the glossary in the back. You got permanents. Kind of phases. Tap, targeting owners, land, main phase, a whole lot of information right here. Any questions that you have during this, say, what is flying? Let's go ahead, let's see. Flying is on page 18. Boop-a-doo. Let's see what it says about flying. Flying. Creatures without flying can't be assigned to block those creatures with flying. In other words, creatures with flying must be blocked in the air. Creatures with flying can be assigned to block those without the ability, however. Very cool. So it's just a whole bunch of information. Anything you have, any questions you have about the game, probably any mechanic or anything like that that is included in these cards will be covered in here. Very cool. Really cool. Like this sort of information as well. Great for kind of a little bit of information of the cards. You got card name, card type, got text box, art, casting cost, card background, power, toughness, and down there is the artist's name as well. Very cool. Producing mana from lands. Very cool. So just nice information here. And what is this? A special introductory issue of the Duelist. What's Magic? What's it all about? Starting from scratch. Beyond the quick start set, Richard Garfield. Very cool. So it's like a tiny little The Duelist magazine. What do we got here? Magic, what's it all about? With Magic, you got 7-year-old kids and 60-year-old grandfathers playing the same game. I think that's cool. It's a timeless game. You got Richard Garfield right there. I think that's him. It kind of looks like that card from the Unsets. New tricks for old decks. Got the Ivory Tower trade. Reduce 2 colors. Strip out colors. Very cool. So just some fun little information here. Shivan Dragon, Channeling Dryads, Giant Growth, Dwarven Warriors. Very cool. Just a small little sampler that makes you want to get the next sort of issue from the Duelist. Beyond the basics, the Pocket Guide, the Duelist magazine, Magic Arena. Magic the Gathering Arena. Strange. And learning the lingo. A little bit of packs. Booster, short for booster pack. COP prevents COP. Is used for Circle of Protection. DCI, Duelist Convention, International, Direct Damage, Expansion, Starter. Very cool. So just like little things right there. Hack, to change or mention one of the basic land types, one card to another. And then the little information here to fill up and sign for the Duelist. And obviously 4th edition starter sets on the back. Very cool. I wonder if, I believe that's 4th edition, right? Yeah, I wonder if these are from 4th edition then. Okay, so these are the starter sets themselves. Let's just open them up. Hopefully there's an easy way to open them without like damaging the cards. Oh, actually really easy. Cool. Got Zach's deck. And then on this side we have Kaz's deck. Zach and Kaz. And they tell you, please do not open until Zach's guide tells you. Interesting, they're upside down. Okay, flip them around. Zoop. Zoop. And I assume, whoa. Very cool. Zach's first deck. To reassemble the deck, place the cards face up in the listed order. That's cool. So even if you shuffle them up, you can still go through the old pamphlet again if you put them in this order. Forest, Plains, Swamps, Scribe, Sprites, Pearl, Unicorn. Very cool. And I assume on the other side as well, the same one for Kaz's first deck. So let's just go through one deck at a time. Awesome. I like the art as well. It even has the art of each of the characters on it. Awesome. What a cool little starter set. Yeah. Love these older cards. Super nice. Super clean. And it looks like the first deck is right here. And the second deck stops here or something like that. So let's just kind of go through this. Creature Combat. Some little starter cards right here. Creature combat tells you like what happens. If a 2/2 versus a 2/2, they both die. 2/2 versus 2/3, A only. 2/3 by 2/3 neither. 2/2, 2/1 both. So very cool. Just any simple kind of combination of combat damage. It kind of gives you an information on how it goes through, like a 3/3 versus a 2/4, neither of them die. A 3/3 versus a 2/4 and a 1/1, A and C. Very interesting. So just kind of cool information right here. Attack sequence: declare attackers, tap attacking creatures, fast effects before blocking blockers, fast effects after blocking, first strike damage dealing, normal damage dealing, end of comment. Very cool. Nice little tip cards right here. These ones are probably the most useful ones I've seen ever. I really like this one. Shows you the spread of just a whole bunch of different creatures' power and toughness versus each other. Very cool. Turn sequence: definitely have these on the battlefield next to you when you're playing your first games. Untap, upkeep, draw, main, discard, cleanup. Very cool. Let's check out this deck. Love the cards colors on here. Absolutely fantastic. These are really nice to colors. I feel like they're super colorful. Maybe I'm just used to looking at revised cards. Got 4th edition Forest, Scribe Strides, beautiful. Amy Weber, beautiful Swamp, Bog Imp, Creepy Ron Spencer Bog Imp, Alabaster Potion, X and 2 white. Give target player X life or prevent X damage to any creature or player. Beautiful Plains, Healing Salve, Terror. Bury target non-black artifact creature. Ron Spencer, Creepy Art, Swamp, another Bog Imp, classic Grizzly Bears. And I like how there's multiple colors in here. It looks like there's white, black, and green, so 3-color deck. Very cool, not just one color. Gives you a sample of a lot. The Grizzly Bears, definitely looking for salmon. Beautiful Forest. Dirkwood Boars, makes me think of Pumbaa from The Lion King. Cool. It's a 5/4 by Mike Kimbley, 4 and a green. Pearled Unicorn, Flying in the Sky, Plains, Healing Slab, Swamp, Raised Dead. Love this card. Looking through the crypt right there. 1 black. Take target creature from your graveyard and put it into your hand. Bog Wraith. Interesting art right there by Jeff A. Mings. It's a 3/3 with Swamp Walk. Really cool. And if you don't know what Swamp Walk is, obviously go to your nice little rule book right here to answer any questions. Forest, Untamed Wilds. Beautiful looking art right there. 2 and a green. Search your library for any 1 basic land. Put it directly into play. This does not count towards your 1 land per turn limit. Reshuffle your libraries afterwards. Very cool. It doesn't come into play tapped as well by Nene Thomas. Beautiful fall color leaves. Alabaster Potion again. Elven Riders cannot be blocked except by walls and are creatures with flying. 3/3 Elves and Wolves. Another Terror. Pearled Unicorn. Scribe Sprites. Beautiful Swamp. Plains. And a Forest. Very cool. So that is like the first deck that they kind of play against. And let's just check out the first deck on the other one right here. Again, this sort of Kaz's first deck, and I assume there'll be 2 little tip cards as well. Yep, 2 little tip cards. Probably the same looking tip cards. Again, the same looking tip cards. Very cool. Great for just play. And let's just kind of go through these ones as well. Beautiful Island. Got the Merc Dwellers. When attacking and not blocked, gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Very cool. Swamp. Scathe Zombies, one of the cards that got me into this game. 2 and a black for 2/2 Summon Zombie. Creepy looking thing. Hill Giant. Mountain. Disintegrate. Maybe I feel like I did this deck backwards. Maybe. Disintegrate. Got the Zephyr Falcon. Because I feel like I started with the other deck. Island. Beautiful Unsummon. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Scathe Zombies. Nice Swamp. Another Terror, so they both have Terrors. Very cool. Mons, Goblin Raiders. 1 red for a 1/1 Summon Goblin. Hanging out on the rocks. These green looking goblins. Mountain. Pyrotechnist. 4 and a red. Deals 4 damage. Divided any way you choose among any number of target creatures and or players. Very cool. But Anson Maddox. Beautiful Unsummon. Zephyr Malkin. For Falcon. Got Vigilance. Disintegrate. Lost Soul. Twiddle. Tap or untap target land, artifact, or creature. Super nice, super universal. Instant. Mountain. A Merc Dwellers. Oh no, this is the correct deck. Ironclaw Orcs. Merfolk with the Pearl Trident. Only 1 Merfolk though. 1 blue for a 1/1 Summon Merfolk. Love the blues and colors in 4th edition. Absolutely fantastic. I believe it's 4th edition, 1995, yeah. Little print dot down there though. Beautiful Swamp. Another Swamp. Got the mountain and the classic island with the beautiful cotton candy looking sky. So those are the first decks. And then let's check out the other ones. This is the second deck. And again, it gives you the order of which to put them on. So very cool. I'll keep this first deck with this and these together. And obviously this first deck as well with this and these together. And let's just kind of go through Zach's second deck. It's going to be probably more advanced, this one. Got a Plains, reverse damage, 1 and 2 white. All damage dealt to you this turn by one source is retroactively added to your life total, instead subtracted. Further damage this turn is treated normally, so gain life instead. Creepy Sunken Eyes, Forest, beautiful Swamp, Glasses of Urza's, great card. Tap, look at target player's hand. It's an artifact, 1 mana. I thought this was a passive ability. Maybe they changed it to you have to tap it. I guess you tap it, look at their hand. With the Glasses by Douglas Schulter, classic card. Beautiful Plains, beautiful Swamp. This one's a little shifted off down to the right a bit. Love that Swamp. Forest, got Winter Blast, X in a green. This card's definitely shifted down to the right, much a thicker border on the top and left. Tap X target creatures. Winter Blast deals 2 damage to each of those creatures with flying. Okay, so tap some creatures and deal some damage to them with flying. Frozen. Got Swamp. Rod of Ruin, 4 mana for an artifact. You gotta pay 3 tap, deals 1 damage to target creature or player. Just pinging them. Dark Ritual, classic card right there. 1 black, interrupt to add 3 black mana to your mana pool. By Sandra Everingham. Love the art, the sorcerer with the spellbook, spinning out the fire in the crypt. Beautiful. Elvish Archers, the first striker, 2/1 with first strike for 1 and a green. Coming at you. Swamp. Circle of Protection black. War Mammoth. Trample for 3 and a green for a 3/3 creature with trample. Beautiful Plains. Mesa Pegasus. This is beautiful art right there by Melissa Benson. She's a fantastic artist. A 1/1 with flying and bandings for 1 and a white. Back when bandings was a thing. Weakness by Douglas Schulter. Circle of Protection red. Warp Artifact, 2 black. Enchant Artifact. Warp Artifact deals 1 damage to target artifact's controller during his or her upkeep. Throw it on one of your opponent's artifacts and it will hurt them every turn. By Emmy Weber. Looks like Play-Doh, they're just stretching. Wall of Bone, you can regenerate. It's a 1/4 wall for 2 and a black. Creepy looking art right there. Just all sorts of bones, human and animal alike. Anson Maddox, what caused that? Create that wall? I don't know. Got Whirling Dervish, 2 green. It's a 1/1. Protection for black, put a 1/1 counter on Whirling Dervish at the end of each turn when it damages an opponent. Very cool. So if you get it through, it will keep on growing and growing. Interesting horse army kind of people right there by Susan Van Camp. Got myself beautiful Plains and 2 beautiful forests. So that's cool. Nice little second deck right there. And let's check out the second deck for Kaz's second deck. Beautiful Island. Beautiful Swamp. Ooh, Sorcerer's Queen. This is a cool card right here. 1 and 2 black. Crazy looking art. Absolutely fantastic. I think this is way before like Liliana and stuff. Maybe she's the original Liliana. Interesting sort of troll looking people right there. Love the artist by Kaha Fogelo. It's a 1/1. It has tap. Target creature other than Sorcerer's Queen becomes a 0/2 until end of turn. Very cool. So you can turn your creature, an opponent's creature, into a 0/2. Maybe if they're attacking, you turn that creature into a 0/2 and then block with it and kill it or something like that. I don't know. Very cool. Fun builds you can do with that. Summon Sorceress. Beautiful art. That's a cool card to see. Island. Beautiful Island. Orcish Oriflament. 3 in red. All attacking creatures you control, +1/+0. It's an enchantment. Very cool. It's cool to see that there's enchantment and stuff in the second deck, giving another layer to the second game's more advanced. You got Detonate, X in a red. Very target artifact. Deals X damage to artifact's controller, where X is the casting cost of artifact. So destroy an artifact and deal some damage to them. Pretty cool. Get some value. Mountain. Beautiful Swamp. Got Vampire Bats. Oh, I thought it was Singer Bats. 1 black. It's a 0/1 with flying. And you can pump it up for black. You pay black. Give it +1/+0 till end of turn. You cannot spend more than 2 this way each turn. I like these cards, but I don't like how there's a limit to it. They don't want you to be overpowered with it. Summon Bat by Anson Maddox. Cool looking art. Love the moon in the background. Little translucent bat wing right there. Awesome. Beautiful Mountain. Energy Flux. Crazy looking card. Looks like some sort of crystal scrying ball. Beautiful metallic looking ladies holding it up. 2 and a blue enchantment. During each player's upkeep, destroy all artifacts that player controls. That player may pay an additional 2 for each artifact he or she wishes to prevent energy flux from destroying. By Kaha Fogelo. Very cool. So destroy artifacts unless they pay extra. Feedback by Quentin Hoover. Very interesting art. Makes you think of the card Regeneration. 2 and a blue. Deals 1 damage to control of target enchantment during that player's upkeep. So it's like Warp Artifact, but for enchantments, and a blue one. Battering Ram, 2 mana for a 1/1 artifact creature. Banding when attacking at end of combat. Destroy all walls blocking Battering Ram. So if a wall blocks it, they go through it. By Jeff A. Mangus, cool art. You can see they got the stick, and they're trying to get it down. I feel like they're crazy. They're just going to hit with arrows. Island, beautiful mountain, fantastic looking fireball. Just the wake of magma and lava, absolutely crazy. X in a red deals X damage divided, evenly rounded down among number of target creatures and their players. Pay an additional 1 for each target beyond the first. What a mouthful of text right there. I don't like how it's like evenly rounded down. It should just be whatever X you pay is whatever damage deals to any target. And if you want an additional target, pay 1 for each additional target. Mountain, another vampire bat, another island, power sink, X in a blue, interrupt. Interrupts aren't really a thing anymore. These are instants. Counter target spell. If its caster does not pay X, target spell's caster must draw and pay all available mana from islands and mana pool until X is paid. He or she may also pay mana from other sources if desired. Cool card. It's a counter spell. Nice to have a counter spell sort of ability in the second deck. Very cool. Richard Thomas. Got Jadium Tome, 4 mana, 4 tap, draw a card. 4 mana to draw a card. I mean, if you have nothing else going on, very cool. Makes me think of a very interesting old Wise book. I would love to thumb through it. Looks like a heart or vascular system and interesting hieroglyphics. Mark Tendon, beautiful art. Orcish Artillery, run in 2 red. It's a 1/3. Summon orcs, and he's got this giant crossbow with the fire, foink, shooting tap. Deals 2 damage to target creature and player, and 3 damage to you. So it can keep doing 2 damage, but then you gotta take 3. Anson Maddox drew it. Very cool art, but it can kill creatures, but you have to take damage as well. So use it sparingly. He's ducking from cover. Clockwork Beast, 6 mana artifact creature. It's a 0/4 by Drew Tucker. Interesting looking, abstract looking art. Makes me think of James and the Giant Peach. Clockwork Beast comes into play. Put 7 1/1 counters on 1/0 counters on it. End of combat. It's assigned to attack or block. Remove a counter. And you can pay X tap, put a counter on it. You may have no more than 7 of these counters on it. Use this ability only during your upkeep. So whenever you attack or block, you have to remove a counter, and then you can pay X and tap to add more counters, but you can't have more than 7. So this thing's a 7/4 beast. Cursed Land, 2 and 2 black. Enchant that land. Interesting looking kind of rose tinted sky. Cursed Land deals 1 damage to target land's controller during his or her upkeep. You got Worked Artifact, you got Feedback, I think, and also Cursed Land. All ping you for some damage just for Mayforce. Got some sort of print dot right there. Okay. Cursed Land, got a beautiful swamp, another swamp, and that is the second deck. Very cool. What a cool little set right here. What an interesting little starter set. Definitely great for new players. I like how there's like 2 variations of deck. You have like a more basic deck that you start with, and then the second deck has a lot more interactions. You got enchantments and more complicated abilities. Very cool. I love how it comes with the cool little tip cards as well. I really like the tip card that shows kind of dealing combat damage with creatures. Absolutely fantastic. Especially if you're confused what would happen if a 2/2 versus a 2/3 or 2/2 versus a 2/1. Very cool. Kind of shows you what goes on right there. So pretty much any interaction or any questions you have with any of the cards in these sets, I believe you can find them all in the rulebook right here and in these player guides as well. Such a cool little set right here. I really like how it comes in this nice little factory form as well. Definitely for traveling, you can just take it with you, throw it in a little box, take it to a friend's house, learn this game. Makes you think of a board game as well. It's got a nice little factory form. You can literally just set it on a shelf if someone wants to learn how to play Magic the Gathering. Bust it out and help them learn how to play and have some fun with the games. Anyways, I hope you all enjoy these type of videos. I enjoy checking out older Magic the Gathering products and opening up stuff that I've really never seen before. I've never opened up this before, and I think it's so much fun to open it up and share with you all. Let me all know what you think about these. Let me know if you'd like to see more stuff like this. And I just want to say thanks for stopping by. I hope we're all doing wonderful today. Keep on keeping on, and I'll catch you all on the next one.